Fentanyl is an opioid, so similar to heroin or pills like oxycodone or hydrocodone that people may have heard of, but it's highly potent. It's at least 50 to 100 times more potent than heroin, which means that it puts people at a really high risk of overdose when they use it. Overdose deaths have actually more than doubled during the pandemic from 2019 to 2021. They more than doubled in the United States, and about three-quarters of overdose deaths among teenagers involve fentanyl.
Why is it so deadly?
It's a highly potent substance. And so you're right, it takes a very small amount to cause an overdose. Part of the issue, too, is that pills are being sold on the street right now that are being sold often as oxycodone or other sort of more familiar pills. And they have the appearance of a pill that's been prescribed by a doctor and filled by a pharmacy, but actually have often been made illicitly, often using an at-home pill press and incorporating fentanyl, which is really easy to incorporate into these pills and inexpensive to do so. And that's what's actually being sold. But there's a lot of imprecision in that because so little fentanyl can cause an overdose. All it takes is a small amount of imprecision in the measurement in making these counterfeit pills to cause someone to take more than they intended.
Sometimes it's hard to know, or maybe again, you might know, but you just want to ignore the signs. What are kind of the key things you would look for if your child is using drugs or starting to use drugs?
Well, when it comes to opioids like fentanyl, it's pretty rare for a young person to start using opioids for non-medical reasons. For somebody to first use those without first having tried other substances like nicotine, alcohol, or cannabis. And so often there are other signs of use of other substances before a young person starts using opioids or fentanyl. And so parents should be on the lookout for some of these more common substances that they might be more capable of recognizing because they're a little bit more familiar. But actually, often what parents first notice is a change in their child's behavior. They might notice that their child is spending time with different friends, have a different social circle. Their grades may be deteriorating. These can all be signs that something might be going on and that a child is starting to develop a problem with substances. If a parent is worried that their child is using opioids or fentanyl, they should seek help immediately because of the high overdose risk.